moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
Red! Red! Ready! 380! 300! Wider!
Rivers now from the 50. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Gordon on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Ready! Black 11!
Now a second down throw for Rivers. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Rivers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. First down, Garoppolo. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On second down, Johnson. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Lewis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked picked off by K'Von Webster. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. 380. Stay there. Stay there.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Got a man, it's the rookie Christian Kirk. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Hey! Set 180. 380. Left to right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Set. 180.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Set. We're okay. Okay. Set. Round 80. Keep it skinny.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set 180. 380.
The first down throw here for Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here we go. 180. Hey, gun.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
21. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He completes it to Bryant. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Second down, Rivers. But it's hauled in here by Edmond. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. following the penalty. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here you go, man.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Block 15.
Rivers on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Block 11. Hey, go orange 5-4.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. Looking for Allen. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Extra point safely through, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Set! Green 80! Hey, 79! 79!
A second down throw for Rivers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fitzgerald. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. 180! Hey, watch the ball.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Brooks Reed in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
White. Here we go. 180! 12. 11. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Black 80! White 20!
Garoppolo. That's caught by Ware. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's the backup Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fitzgerald. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Johnson on the counter, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Good. 380. 49 the mic. 49 the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 49. 5-4.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready, Delta!
From the gun, Rivers. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whipped on it. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot
best.
on the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Smith on first down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. Now Gino on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Mercedes Lewis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off the squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The first throw now for the backup Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Black 58 round. Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45. Check. 40.
Mahomes again here on second and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Ready. 319. 319.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready. 319. 319.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32. Z. 55, line 55. Hey, eat.
From the gun, here's Smith. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Michael Johnson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
So they'll start the drive here with an end around. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Set. 390. Cluster. Let's bring it. Hey, go orange.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Slow. Check three.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Just beating the play clock. Smith going up top. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32. 48. Z.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Out of the gun, Smith. He completes it to Bryant. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Smith now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a first down.
Under. Ready. 319. 319.
Oh, take, cut. Check. Lucky.
From the 50, it's Smith. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32. Z. 48 for Mike. Coming. Z. Mike 48. I'm scared.
Throwing again is Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Under. Z.
Mike 55. You can't block me.
Z.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10. Their own 17-yard line.
Ready. Run 80.
Check three. 49.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Run 80. Set. Hey, go orange 5-4.
To throw again. Rivers over the middle here to Wilson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Rivers now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Set. Read 80. Hot. Read hot.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. M.J. Stewart made the tackle from his corner spot.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready. 180. Load it. Load it. Check. Read hot.
They go play action. Rivers. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Buffalo wall. Set. Read 80.
To throw is Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Rivers now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%.
Buffalo wall.
Slam.
Hey. Read hot.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Set! Delta!
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Out to the right here to Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Rivers now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Hey! Right! Set! 380! 5-4!
Rivers now on 2nd down. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
White 90! Set 390!
Rivers. Aguilar has it. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Set! Delta! Buffalo Wolf!
Off the play fake here, Rivers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Set! 380! Zero! Load it! Load it!
To the air again here, Rivers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They'll throw again. Rivers. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Good. 380. Done.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fast together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, they got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Slow.
Now Gino. Complete. This is Lewis. Finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Two jet. Under.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd and 10, Smith. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So another snag for Fitzgerald, who in 2015 became the youngest player at age 32 to hit 1,000 receptions. He's piling up some more.
Well, the way he's playing today, it's almost like he's trying to get a second 1,000 just in one contest. And when they're operating this well and clicking like that, well, that's a big reason why they're winning the game.
319. 319. Kill. Under. Wide. Get wide.
Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
4 down. Slow.
Again, it's Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Trucks over it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Under. Z.
From the red zone now, Smith. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes now on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Black 58 round. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it is incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
They go to Johnson again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the Steelers on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11.
319. 319. Z.
Watch the run.
Out of the gun, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
12. Come on. Keep it skinny.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
3 down.
Ready. 319. 319.
On the give, this is their fullback. And past the 30, down to about the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Flag 32. Flag 32.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
For the Steelers, the win moves a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.